Hello guys, welcome to Modern Web YouTube channel. In today's video we'll make some advanced feature to our blogging website. If you haven't watched the first part of blogging website, click on the top right card to view it. So you can see I have added a login link in the navbar. And we have these blogs coming from Firebase as previous. In the blog page, I have added author username also. And of course you can edit the blog from this page itself. After that, if you try to access editor page without login, you'll be redirected to dashboard, where you can log in. You can see we have Google Authentication here. And I added a nice cool hover effect to this button also. This login system is set up with Firebase. After we logged in the dashboard you can access your written blogs. You can edit the blog, delete it, or simply read it from the dashboard. Once you are logged in, if you access your own blogs, you'll see Edit button on the blog page. And the last feature to this website is, of course, you can edit the blogs. You can delete the blog by clicking on Delete button. So these are the feature we'll be making today. If this video hits more than 5K views, then I'll make a series on fully working e-commerce site. With seller page, product listing, placing order, user login logout, and much more features. If you want that tutorial series, make sure to like this video and share it with your friends. I am very excited for the tutorial. Without wasting more time, let's start the video. Before starting, let's see the folder structure. This video is the second part of the blogging website. So we'll use previous video code. Create these new files as we need them for dashboard page. We'll create some files later in the video. So now, open Server.JS file, and add dashboard root to it. Use app.get method to add get request to admin root. And in response send dashabar.html file using send file method. Start the server by running npm start command. Now if you access admin root, you'll not be able to get it. You can see I am redirected to home root. Why is that? This is because our admin root is behaving as a blog root. Because we have declared in our server that anything followed after / is a blog. To fix this, move the admin root code above the blog page root. Now if you access the admin root, I'll get the dashboard.html file. Great. Now let's create this page. Write HTML5 template. We need Firebase Authentication UI. For that, go to Firebase Authentication doc. And find Sign In with Pre-Built section. Scroll down a bit. Copy these CDN. Move this script tag inside body tag. Now add these CSS files. Copy these Firebase CDN from home page and paste them here. Duplicate the Firestore CDN and change Firestore to off for authentication access. At last add dashboard script also. That's a lot of scripts. Now make login button. For that make a login container, and inside that make another container which will be our login button. Don't forget to give ID to it. We need it on JS. Style the login element little bit. Give its height and width to 100%, with position fixed, and z-index to highest number. Go inside firebase.js and initialize auth variable here. Now open dashboard.js file and create the auth UI. This is the way to create UI for auth. You can see that line here in the docs as well. Now select login element using query selector method. Now create this function. This will set up the login button. Create the UI button like this. This is the ID of our login button. Callbacks will run after successful login. Sign-in flow param set the sign-in method. In this case we want pop-up. Sign-in options param sets the authentication provider. In this case we want Google sign-in. You can see other providers in the doc here. In callbacks type this param same. Sign in with success auth result, as name suggests it runs after successful login. Here run a function and console log the logged in user. Return false here because we don't want to redirect user anywhere. Call the function at last. We got the login button, but it'll not work. Why? Because we haven't enabled Google Auth in our project. Open your Firebase project. Navigate to Authentication section. Go to Sign in Methods and enable the Google service here. Now if we try to log in, we should be able to log in. I cut the login part. You can see the user object here. Our login is working. Now let's add hover effect to the button. For that, use Inspector tool to select Elements class name. Add hover effect to it here. Add important keyword at last to overwrite. Now again find button text's class name and add hover effect to it also. Great. It's done. Use auth.onAuth state changed method to check user is logged in or not. If user is logged in, hide the login element. If not, then call the setup login button function. Our login is done.
Your planet is now under mid-rangers' control. Humanity will be exterminated.
Copy the navbar element from homepage to dashboard.html file.
Do not try to leave. Do not try to fight. Do not try to resist.
Make heading element.
Eliminated.
Style this element. Now copy the blog section from homepage to dashboard page. Remove the comment from the card. Now make edit and delete button and style them. Now you can comment the card again. Now make nav.js file. This will use to set up nav links. Add this script to dashboard page. Select the link container element here. Use auth state change method here to check user is logged in or not. Set the preferred links when the user is logged in or when not.
You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
Inside Firebase file, make logout function. Why here? Because this file is accessible to all pages. Use sign-out method. And reload the page by calling reload method. Now you can add click event to logout link here. Our logout is also done. Note I cut the login part. Copy this nav script and add it to all pages contains navbar. Now add author to the blogs from the editor. For that, go to editor.js file. And first check whether user is logged in or not. If not, then redirect the user to login page. Now inside here, add author field and pass this as its value. We got some error here. So let's fix them. Copy this auth CDN to editor page also. Now you can see I am being redirected to login screen. Now let's quickly make a blog. If you go to the database, you should be able to see author name also in the blog's data. So now we have to show the author here. Open blog.js file now. And let code that file now. Here, duplicate this line, add data.author here. It's done. Now again, let's work on dashboard. Make a function to fetch blogs. This is the way to fetch Firestore data with condition. After getting the blogs, run for each loop to make a cards. Now create this function. Add catch block also to handle error. Copy this function to dashboard. Select the blog section element at the top. I misspelled the class name, it's blogs with S. We got the blog. Great. Now make edit, delete button to the card. This is a way to delete the data from Firebase. Reload the page after deleting the blog. Use catch for errors. It's working. Now add edit button to blog page. For that, create edit button here. Style the button. Hide the button now. Note: give this style to these elements, as I noticed some issue with the site when I was developing. Now here, check the logged in user is the author or not. If user is the author, set edit button style to inline. And set its href to this. It's working. But it has an issue. If you view the blog without login, you'll get an error. So how to fix this? To fix this, put this condition in try and catch block. That's how you can fix the page. Great. Now let's make the last thing. Edit blog functionality. Open server file and make blog editor root. In response, send editor.html file using send file method. You can see it is working, but it has no styles. Why is that? Actually, I also don't know the real issue behind this, but I know to fix it. So to fix this, just open your editor.html file and // before every link. Add this to each and every link on the page. Now if you see, it is fixed. Now open editor.js file and extract the blog ID from the URL. Check to the existing blog root. Use decode URI method here to decode the URL. And this way fetch the blog data. Add blog id.shift method to remove first item from the array, because first item in the array is empty.
Prepare to die.
Now check for the doc existence. If doc doesn't exist, redirect user to home page.
Prepare to die.
Set these fields values.
Welcome to a whole new world. Your planet is now under mid-rangers' control. Humanity will be exterminated. If you hear this message, do not try to leave. Do not try to fight. Do not try to resist. You will be eliminated. You will be eliminated.
Make a variable with name doc name. Move this code inside a condition, where you check for new blog. If it is not a new blog, just assign the doc name to blog ID. Again, use decode URI to decode the URL.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you.
It worked.
There was a time
We are all done.
you could be mine
We have everything.
for all that you put
Our
me
blogging site is very amazing now.
through. Knew that you were
Let's host this site online. We'll host this on Heroku. There is one thing you need to know before hosting this to Heroku, is that, whenever your server is not running, it shut down itself. And on Heroku, when your server restarts, it start on its original state, which means whenever your server will start, all the uploaded images will be removed. Go to heroku.com and log in or make an account. After that, download Heroku CLI and install it on your system. On your dashboard, create new app, give it a name. Go in Settings section. Inside server file, change the port to this. Now open your terminal and run these commands. You can see Heroku CLI is working fine. Use Heroku login to log in with your ID. First initialize Git with git init. Then run git add to add all the files. Then run git commit-m and type a message inside the quotes. This will add a label to your deploy. After that, use git remote add command to add Heroku to the site like this. And at last, use git push Heroku master to push or deploy the site online. Type Heroku open and it will open the site in your browser. It's working. It is deployed. But if you use Google Sign In, it'll not work. For that, open your Firebase console. Go to Authentication and then go to Sign In method. Here, add your website online domain. Now if you'll try it work. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down below, do you liked it or not? And make this video hit 5K views for e-commerce site tutorial.